I'm gonna want you to do it when I'm actually doing it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Did you get before?
So first, what I'm doing, I'm knocking the hair down around the hairline, so that way the lineup lasts. The lineup is more crisp and defined. That's what I'm doing right here. Spinning them around to do the other side. Knocking the hair down, knocking the hair down on the lineup, just so the hair can lay down and be easier to put a crisp line on it. Okay, I'm brushing the hair down just so I can get all my hair together. And I usually start at the C cup just because it helps me be able to envision the line and get my curve right for the vertical bar. Like I said, breaking down a lineup, you break it down so the job doesn't seem long and tedious. You do it in sections. So I'm starting on my C cup, and you can see already that the line is beginning crisp. Going up to get those hairs that's left over from the initial line. And I'm going over my line again just to ensure that I'm getting every single hair. And that's why I go over my line so much. Make sure that the line is crisp. And I use the corners of my blade because I know these Babyliss Silver FXs, especially when you zero gap them, they hit. Now right here, the reason I hold the ear down with my finger because I can't easily grip the ear because I have nerve damage in my right forearm. So I manage like this. And like I said, I'm using the corners of my blade, though it may not seem like it, I'm using the corners of my blade to get the line as crisp as possible. Yeah, it's coming out good. It's coming out good. Again, using that corner of that blade, going over that line. You never get it on the first shot. You never get it on the first try. Yeah, so now I'm finna go up at my vertical bar. I'm going up at my vertical bar and watch how I angle my blade just so, because yeah, it's a vertical bar, but people seem to think that the line up on the side, it's actually angled. So I'm angling my blades, using the corner, coming back and just bringing that line with it, going over it. And I start in my corner, and I'm gonna work my way toward the middle of the forehead. And I'm gonna work my way toward the middle of the forehead. Yeah. Sectioning out this line up. And watch as I go up against the line. What I'm doing is I'm shaping the hair and just getting all those hanging hairs away from the hairline to make it appear as crisp as possible. Yep. Edge of the blade. Start in my corner and work myself to the middle. Yeah, I can already see it coming together. And my client, he has thick hair, but when we get to the other side, you'll see that the other corner, the hair is a little tight. It's receding slightly. But as I spin them around, you'll see. When I spin them around, you'll see that corner isn't as dense with hair as it is on this side. So again, watch. I'm gonna start on that C cup. Boom. Yeah, them babies hit. Start on my C cup, set myself up. And watch, I use them corners of that blade too. Always use the corners of that blade. And I use the tapping technique. Yeah, I try to use the tapping technique and also just the sliding technique when I curve that line. Tap, 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 tap. Trying to make them as symmetrical as possible. Yeah. And even with all the clients that I have, even though I'm going over with this the lineup with the trimmer, I'm also gonna use my straight razor. And it's not an extra charge for that service. I feel it's just more of a incentive on putting people in the game. All right, you see I'm brushing that corner. See how light it is? Going up against that line, straightening those hairs. Now watch, I start in the middle and watch how I bring that line over. And even though the hair is light in that corner, I still line it as if the hair was just as dense as the other side. I do not go in that corner. See, I did not go in that corner because that would curve his line. Tap, tap. I really wish he would have let me just cut his hair and knock it down, but he didn't want nothing to touch. He just wanted a simple lineup. And you can really see it from right there what I was talking about how light that corner is. And it's about knowing your client's head too. You know your clients. After you do them so long, you tend to know how their hair grows and what to be on the lookout for. Spin them around, hit that back line. Being the fact that I'm only able to use one hand, it's a lot easier on this side for me than it is on the other side. So curve it. I curve it just so the skin is real sensitive behind that ear, man, and you can slice a person, man. You can slice a person by putting that blade on there too hard, and the skin is already being stretched when you hold the ear down. So that's why I use that corner like that. Using those corners, curve around the ear, slide. And it looks like it's coming together. It's coming together real good. Yeah, it's coming together real good. All right, right now, I'm stretching that skin from that forehead and bringing that line back. I'm bringing that line back toward the original hairline. And like I said, I'm trying to keep this line as natural as possible. Yeah, I'm keeping this line as natural as possible. And you angle your blade at a 45-degree angle. And when you got to stretch the client's skin, you have to stretch the client's skin just so you don't cut them. Because if the skin is moving, then you're probably going to nick your client. All right. You know, when I first learned how to line, I with the blade, I learned how to line without the straight razor holder, so I was used to just going away from the line. So I initially started that because it's just easier for me to get a better outcome. And now I'm bringing everything back to the line to bring it crisp. I'm stretching that skin as best as I can.
Hey, but you know the crazy thing? I wish the hell we had that in us. But we know that we're gonna die. See, the thing is, they don't go in there with that intention that they're gonna die. They might go to jail. They might do something bad.
I'm bringing everything back toward that line.
Us, we're going to fucking die. Because I swear, I see how these militias seeing how these
I'm bringing everything toward the line.
we have more.
Ooh, you see my waves in the background?
Oh, I'm sorry if you don't cuss. I apologize. I won't be fucking cussing. Right. Don't worry.
Bringing everything back toward that line.
Don't worry. I just didn't want to. I want to be, I want to talk about your classmates when y'all got back. She like, girl.
Just bringing everything back toward that line. Keeping it as natural as possible. Keeping everything as natural as possible. The skin is tight around the forehead. Like I said, that light spot I was talking about earlier, I know y'all just saw it. Getting those little hairs that tend to grow on the forehead. That's what I like the straight razor procedure for. Getting those little hairs instead of just running the trimmer around the person's forehead. See, now you can really see that line in the corner. Yep, 45-degree angle, bringing it back toward that line. I just hate when the client do that. Bringing everything to that line. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's coming out wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Clean, real clean. Real clean. Keeping that skin pulled tight. Look at that line. Real clean. Tilt this head. I see something. Let me get that little spot. And boom. I believe that's it. I think I see a little. And boom, here comes the finished copy. Everything left natural. Wish it would have let me hit that hair, but look at that line up. Crisp. 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 Make sure you like. Yes, make sure you like. Here's the finished touch. Make sure you like this video, comment. Let me know what you think of this lineup. And subscribe to my channel, Turk Blow the Barber. I'm also on Facebook as Rob North. And I'm also on Instagram as Turk Blow the Barber. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you. Y'all have a blessed day. Y'all be blessed now. And stay tuned for more content coming too. Right now I'm just uploading reels that I have before and afters, but as I grow, my channel will grow. Just stay down with you, man. Stay down with me, man. And you can catch me at Cuddy's Barbershop in Decatur, Georgia, 1736 Candler Road. Get at your boy, man. All right, y'all.